Let's celebrate.
Racing and business, and then now a world championship professional basketball. Where does this one kind of fit into the picture?
This is really the highlight of my life so far. I mean, this is really fabulous.
How does a slow guard like you who came from the Detroit Pistons ends up in a world champion?
I don't know, Bob. It's you know, they've knocked me for, I don't know, 9 years, I guess, since I've been in this league, but I can play a role player, and you put me around guys who are intelligent and play as a team, I can be very effective. And that's what I have, a lot of tremendous players around me who are intelligent, and we all work together. You know, there's no weak link here because we work together.
And so it's just been a hell of a year. It's been a long year, and I'm glad everything is over now. But this is the way to finish the year off, you know, winning the World Championship.
Is this, you think, the beginning of several World Championships? The players are young. Most of the, the front line's under contract, so it looks like you're going to be together for a while.
Well, we're very capable of winning, 2 or 3 more championships. We're as good as we want to be.
Jeez, you could have been over in Italy celebrating all this.
Like I said before, thank God for Red Auerbach and Bill Fisher brought me back to the States. Hey, it's unbelievable, it's like a culmination of so much hard work throughout the entire season to finish in a world championship is what it's all about.
As great a player as you are and as hard as you worked with everybody, that's got to be special that you've won.
Oh, it definitely is. It's a great feeling. I'll probably be more happy when we get back to Boston watching all the fans and knowing we've done something. It never hits you right then, but later on down the line, a couple weeks, that's when it's going to hit me. We worked hard, and we deserved it, and we got it.
All right, Larry. We'll be telling you about that story when they finally arrived back in Boston today, and Larry was not disappointed. But on their trip back home, the Celtics had to stop over in Atlanta, Georgia. And that's where M.L. Carr grabbed the microphone to talk with some of his teammates about their feelings on winning the championship.
Hi, everybody. This is M.L. Carr, the Boston Celtics, along with a lot of the teammates. We're live here from the Atlanta airport. And as you can see right now, our trainer, Ray Melker, over here is holding the World Championship trophy. All of this gold. Okay, I'll just ask a couple of questions. A couple of guys want them to talk a little bit about actually what it means being a member of the World Championship team this year. Rick over here with his Boston Celtics shirt on.
Well, all I can say is it's probably one of the greatest things that ever happened to me, and it's a great group of people, and this champagne's been rough on me for about 2 hours. I'm feeling good now.
Okay, let's hear from everybody's favorite, Boston's favorite, Terry Durod.
Oh, yes, it's one of the great moments of my life, and I'm just really enthused to be a great part of it, and I just hope all the fans out of it appreciate it, and I just want to say we number one.
And here's Jerry. Let's go to Jerry Henderson back here.
Yes, this is one great thing that's happened to us this year, and I just want to know if they make 2 of these.
And everybody's prize rookie, Kevin McHale. Here we go.
Right. Should have talked to me last night. It felt a lot better. No, this is the culmination of so much hard work that I don't know if the people really can understand how much we put into it. But the fans back in Boston, everybody back in Boston was so supportive that, we not only won it for us, we won it for everybody in Boston and for the whole community.
Okay, now we'd like to go back a little bit in the back and talk to Eric Fernsing, one of the players that's fortunate to be with the Boston Celtics, came by way of Italy.
Sì, io sono molto fortunato essere qui oggi. Io penso che it really is a long way from Italy, but it just shows what a lot of sacrifice, hard work, and believing in people and winning can do. So it's a great feeling.
And there we have it. Ask ML live from the Atlanta airport.
ML, thank you, and good job, and we're very proud of you too, by the way. In a moment, we'll recap the Celtics homecoming at Logan Airport this afternoon. Gail?
Also coming up, Jack, we're going to find out what some fans here have to say about this championship team. I don't know, Roger, what's the basketball equivalent of Monday morning quarterbacking?
It's just second-guessing Saturday, I guess, something like that. But no, I'm sure all the fans here are very happy, and we'll have all that for you and more live on 4.
Thousands of fans turned out at Logan Airport this afternoon to greet the returning heroes as the Celtics made their way back to Boston. And they were not disappointed. Eyewitness newsman Charles Austin was there in a very wild crowd today. He's back in the newsroom, having survived, to tell us what it was like out there. Charlie, quite a day.
It was quite a day, Jack. It was like being caught between two feet. We were panicked. Wonderful crowd. You know, some of the people had been there for over 5 hours, waiting, inching forward for a front row glimpse of their heroes. Massport officials estimate between 4,000 and 5,000 people were there. Finally, the players got off the plane, but there was no way the players could stop, speak, or even be heard. You know, the cheers there were just as loud, if not louder, than some of the loudest cheers at Boston Garden. But it was all confined to one small area. It was well received, a good crowd. The people really enjoyed themselves. And I got to tell you, it was like near panic, a real treat. It was like being caught in a pick that Darryl Dawkins had set, but they managed to bang their way through, and they really enjoyed the warm reception given them by the crowd there at Logan today, Jack. It was beautiful.
I imagine it had mixed feelings, especially being a little hungover, I guess. A little too much champagne, as they say.
Well, I'm sure those crowds managed to pound that out of them real quick.
Okay, Charlie, and you'll have more details for us at 6 o'clock tonight.
Champion Celtics came home, and doesn't it sound nice to call them world champs? They began gathering before noontime for the 3 o'clock arrival, and the crowd just built and built and built some more until it spilled out into the street at the Delta terminal. The players and people aboard the plane couldn't possibly have any idea what was in store for them when they arrived. By then, I think I'd lost my mic. The celebrations aren't over. A parade is being planned for Monday for the champion Celtics. Roy Reese has more on the parade plans and on the pennants, T-shirts, and other memorabilia marketing Celtics fever.
All started early this morning when the Celtics won their 14th World Championship. And here at Logan Airport, the fashionable thing was to have anything green and white that said World Champions. Souvenir hawkers were out early with anything and everything. It had the Celtics logo and World Champions next to it.
Well, after they beat Philadelphia, we had the pennants made. We thought they would win it, and we had a few thousand made.
People look pretty excited that we saw.
Yes, they do. They're all psyched up.
Where did you have the shirts, and when did you have them made?
I can't tell you that. I can't tell you where I got them, but just a printer that I know.
Were they made early this morning?
Yeah, they're still warm, as a matter of fact.
How much are they selling for?
$5.
Business good?
Very good.
Most stores say they'll have their full World Championship displays by Monday. Now, as for the Celtic fans at the airport, price seemed to be no object. They wanted something to show their affection to the new champions. When did you get it?
Right after the fifth game.
You were pretty sure then?
Oh, I was positive.
$4. Got them in the parking lot. Best deal you could ever get. We'd pay any price for these shirts.
From today's bedlam and chaos,
could hold back their emotion no longer. Many of them had been in place for hours. 10 o'clock this morning they began lining up, and after all that time jammed into what became a crowded, sweaty area and chanting, "We're number one," there was just no holding them back. They swept away all restrictions, including the state police, to get even closer to their heroes. It was the high point of a celebration that began in Houston yesterday. John Dennis has managed to live through both of them.
Garbage time was still in progress when the celebration began on the sidelines. From there, the madness moved inside to pick up the hardware. Rather than analyze and dissect this championship series, let's just sit back and listen to a cast of characters who have reached the pinnacle after 9 months of hard work. First, the tiny man who directed the show.
The satisfying moment is over. The score was whatever it was, and we won. We're the world champions, and there it is right there. And that's a satisfying moment, being part of a championship.
And the raw-boned rookie from Hibbing, Minnesota.
That's right. I'm Red Jr. Red Jr. right here. No.
Look at that. First year out of college. And
unbelievable. Unbelievable. I just can't believe my first year out. I was so lucky. I landed on the best team in the world with the best, best players, the best personnel, and we took it right to the top. It's like an unbelievable feeling. This is my first championship of any kind, and it's like just unbelievable. What can you say about a world championship? I'm 1 for 1. Like I say, the only thing I can do is go 2 for 2.
Now we have the MVP and the designated team spokesman.
Well, it's hard really to reflect on what we did. I think tomorrow I'll finally realize
you know, I'm world champion. And being able to wear a T-shirt saying Boston the world champion is going to be quite an accomplishment. Getting the championship ring, I think the money, as they say sometimes, is secondary when you're talking about just the pride and everything that goes along with winning a championship. This is my first championship in anything, and so I'm just happy. I'm totally happy.
The Chief, 00, who never gets excited.
This is a hell of a feeling, you know. It feels good, you know. I'm glad everything is over. You know, teammates did a hell of a job, you know, of keeping their paws and not got in foul trouble. I'm proud of everyone, you know, the organization, the coaches, everybody.
And the Taskmaster, who cracked the whip.
In order to keep that crown, and now our goal right now is we want to come back and defend this thing. And that's what we're going to set out to do.
Introducing the backup center and good old boy from the Bluegrass State.
This summer when I'm in Kentucky, I'm going to go by the governor's house and show him this world championship ring. And, you know, it's just a superb feeling.
Abracadabra, it's mighty loose. Hello. It's a long, long way from Motor City, isn't it?
I'm telling you the truth. You know, all the knocks and bruises that we've had along the way, being in Detroit and getting started, you know, and all of a sudden coming over here, it's the ultimate. This is the greatest feeling a player can have in his career.
And perhaps the best player in the game.
Yeah, it's been a long season. He worked us awful hard, and we deserved everything we got.
You say it hasn't sunk in yet?
It won't until I get off alone or get off with some of the guys that's on the team. We're very happy we won. It's a gallant effort on our part. We played hard, and I feel good. You know, it's just a great feeling to do it. And I've never been in a situation where I've won something like this, and it definitely is going to hit me a little bit later.
The party lasted through most of last night. The headaches and nausea through most of today. But that's all right. After winning banner number 14, these men in green have 90 days to recover before training camp begins. John Dennis, Newsroom 7, Houston.
Boy, they own the city.
They sure do. I don't think they got much sleep last night. Didn't look like
they didn't get any sleep at all, I don't.
I know John didn't. Okay. As we've said.
Trophy. So let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get it, baby. All right.
What do you say, man? It's a tremendous feeling. Emotionally, I'm just drained right now. We played a fantastic game. We deserved to win. Houston played a tremendous basketball game, but right now we're the champions of the world. I can't express anymore. Thank you. All right, Max. All right. I think, Red.
Oh, it's a great, great series. Really was. That Philadelphia series and this one, I'll tell you, that's a great ball club. They showed a lot of character, a lot of class. Wonderful. Wonderful. Great feeling.
Well, this is the ultimate right here, you know, to win the world championship, you know, after everybody wrote us off, you know, in the Philadelphia series. And so it's just a hell of a feeling now, you know. You just can't put it into words, you know, you can't describe the feeling.
Like I said, we stuck together all season long. Red just told me a while ago he's never seen a team that players didn't argue with each other. Maybe they took a bad shot here and there, but guys just say, hey, what are you doing that for? Or, you know, there was never any animosity towards any players. And I think that's why we won it this year, because we was down 3-1 in Philadelphia. Anybody could have said something to hurt us. Nobody done it. We was the type of team that came back, fought back, and we done that. And we deserve to be here, and we deserve to win it.
They're the world champs, so, you know, I respect them for that. But my opinion is still the same about them. But, you know, they won, so, you know, you got to give them the world champ award.
But you don't think they're the best team in the league?
I don't think they're the best team in the league. You know, I think the two best teams is loss, and that feels in Los Angeles. So if we had played our game, probably been a different story tonight.
How much was the Malone factor? I mean, really, how much was he a factor of the statements?
Well, we used it. You know, you take all the pluses and add them up against the minuses, and if it was worth 1 point or one game, you take it. I think that
each individual treated that a little bit differently than ever, but it's something that he's maybe great enough player